Welcome to the part 2 video of the HTMX learning series, where we will continue making the to-do list website. So let's continue. So we were here. Let me click on go live, and also I also have already I also have already run my Xampp server. You can see MySQL Apache is running, and you can see that MySQL is running. Now I will have the port number 500. Okay, we can just type localhost 127.0.0 27 127.0.0.1 and 5500. Okay, client side, you can see we already have this thing, as we're not able to have the we need to run the server. So running the server, you can type npm start, and our node is running. So now if we see our website again refreshes, we are able to fetch our data from the database. So let's now add a to do. I have to complete my Java assignment, and when I click on add it, we have to complete Java. Yeah, what is that? Now in this video we're targeting to implement done, delete and edit. So whenever done is clicked, this will be removed, delete is clicked, removed, edit, and the edit will be clicked. Uh, input bar will be shown, where the we will write the word, we will write the our to do, and that will be updated in the database. So let's get started. For that we need to go to our index.html, and let's just see what's happening here. In form, we have triggered order auto data. So, okay, everything is here is okay. You can see I'm generating get request to this URL. Target is our to do, which will be changed, and it on load. So for form, post request is generated on click. Okay, this post request basically uh, submits the submits the to do that we are adding up. And we also written this basically does that whenever the request from the form is completed, the page will reload such that a get request is generated, which triggers this data to be displayed here. Okay, let's go to Node.js, and we see this one. You can see I've already added to all the three buttons: hx delete, hx delete, hx put. Hx delete, hx delete, hx put are the Ajax triggering. You can go to HTMX documentation first. Let's go to documentation, and so you can see, like, here these are attributes for issuing different types of HTTP requests. So we for delete and put, which will be, so I did that thing. I just delete, I just put, and the URL. And also I am using something called query parameters. I am using query parameters because I need to know which element, which to do that we need to delete. For that I have written a query. You have to write query parameters. After write a question mark, then you write a key value pair type stuff, where you name something to do, like to do is equals to element ID. Basically I'm storing the element ID, passing data through the API using query parameters. How do we pass data? Using query parameters. So now let's write our endpoints. So for first we have post. We already have the get one and the post one. So let's write the delete one. Okay, app dot delete, and whenever in this URL On heads, we'll be having a request function and the request response parameters, response. And for the path, let's just go from the above here, and delete will be for this one. Not this whole, but just the like right done. Let's say done. And okay, it's a mistake here. This is one for done. This is one for done. And after that, let's just try to see console log first. That is working. Done is request something just to see. After, let's try to click on the done button. When I click on done button, we can see done is request generated. Now after done, we need to know request dot query, request console log request dot query. Okay, let's just print this thing up and click on done, and then we can see we do have the key value pair with 16. 16 is just the unique ID of that to do that's coming from the database. Okay, now we do have the unique ID and all the things, so we can just now write try catch and error console.log error. Okay, using try catch block for the error handling. So when you try, I will be writing await. Basically, we'll be using async await. So let's just use async here. Now await, we can write pool dot query. So for deleting a row in database, what is the SQL? MySQL as a SQL command. Delete from to do where ID is equals to our request dot query is equals to this thing, and we can just write request dot query but dot this, so this I to do. This will be able to access the object. So let's just, you can also see, let me show you what this gives. Request dot query square brackets to do. Okay, now let me click on the done button, and you can see we only have the number rather than the object. So after try, we'll be sending a status response dot status 200. Okay, you can see HTTP response code, HTTP codes, HTTP response status codes. So you can see 200 is used for successful responses. So whenever this execution will be there, 200%, and then response request cycle will be closed. After, if there is error, will be send response dot status. Okay, let's just check for the failure. So for the client server error message, you can use something like 500. So let's just use 500. Okay, now let's just try to click done, and you can see it's removed. So let's just now move to the delete option also. App dot delete. Done one was just, I'm just having the same concept. When I click on done, the to-do is deleted. When I click on delete, it's also being deleted. So you can go for the many creative ways. So let's just keep going. And now delete endpoint. Right. So the first will console log that is working. Console log. Delete is requested. And also see console.log request.create.to do. And let's just go and click on delete. When you click on delete, we have the ID and it is request. Let me show what I mean by the ID there. Sorry, not one. Sorry, PHP my admin, and click on the to do. You can see we have this table value, table one row. There's only this one row which has ID of 18. To identify a row in the database, we need a primary key, that is we are using ID as that one. That's why we need that thing, so that whenever we will write a MySQL query, we'll use that for deleting. So let's just do the same thing what we did in the above one. Just I go try catch, right, try. Let's just use await pool dot query delete request dot query to do, and after that we'll send the same response dot status 200 send, and then if there is an error we can press console log error, then we'll send the response status 500 for internal server error, and let's send this one. Okay, this is now also done. Whenever someone clicks on the delete, it's already deleted. So we can add multiple ones, like clicking on, let's see, let me write for something. Hello, yeah. Click on add, refresh. Okay, what is error here? Last number undefined. Okay, this usually basically means that I don't have any element. So what will be the reference for the last ID? Let me insert one from here. ID to be 1, title to be hello, which is 1 2, date 22 1 2 4, something, not exact what today is. Okay, let's just now save. When we click on hello there, you can see we have multiple rules. So now I'm also able to delete also. I click on delete, refresh. Okay, let's just now write for the edit. Let's write app dot put. Put is for the update. Path will be edit. Let's just write async request response, add a function and close it. Now after this, let's just go with the try and catch. After try catch, check the error. Console first, let's just console log the error. Console.log error. After that, we can just say response status. In the try one, we'll be sending response.send Here we'll be sending something different. We'll be sending a input form so that we know what title name we need to change in that given ID. So first thing we'll do is create a HTML form and we'll write close it form, and we'll have only one input of type text, not hidden text, and we can also have some name here if you want to edit, and say, and then close it. After just we also need placeholder, update, change the to do. Okay, now after this point I'll send, we can just status 200 send. Okay, it already has something. Just close this up. Let's just see. Click on edit. Do have something. Click on edit. Do have something. Do have something. Okay, why does for each one it's occurring like this one? Means for the if so this is just due to the fact that we have using different. Let me show you in the next HTML file or in index.js. Let's just go to edit this form response or send. This edit request is generated where first we need to check. So this is from the here, that's put, and you can see I have written hx target is equals to do's or this. I basically have made a class for each of the to do's so that we are able to target each of them. So let's just try to change. So for changing you also need the submit button. So let's just go write the submit button first. So input type submit value add, and we can also write here save it, and you can see we do have the add buttons for the individual one. Right now if I do change anything, hello not there, or write something gibberish here, click on add, nothing will change. So to make it change we need also another, we will be using another endpoint for the to run the query, or we can use also this one, but let's see how can we do it. So we will be having the response. Let me just see how I'll do it. So let's just try to see what does the, let's write a hx dot put, and we'll be using the same path generating another request, this one, control C and control V. But there's one problem, the element that ID will be here or not. So we can use request.query to do, and contains ID. Now another request is generated on path edit done. Let's just say edit done. Let's write an endpoint for that one also, app dot put edit done, and we'll be using arrow function request response cycle. So let's first try to see console log that is working first. Console log, it done. Let's just see. Click on the button, write something. Hello there. Click on add, and let's see. It is done. So at least there is a request. Let's also see the console.log. Are we having the query parameter here also? And click on edit something here and add. Okay, we do have to do. So now we can just do same thing, but here we'll be writing SQL query for updating. So first try catch all that thing. Okay, but try. Let's just use first. Let's use asynchronous way. Async, and where we using await tool dot query and update to do that title is equals to question mark where id plus question mark. First it is ready to give a request or body. Let me show you the request of body first, just because you're able to know how does we gonna get the text written by the user. Console.log request or body. Okay, request dot rd. Save. Now let's just do the same thing. Click on edit, type something here and add. Then you can see whatever written is stored inside the edit requested body edit. So when you just use the square brackets and edit, click on edit, type something here, add, and we get that thing. Okay, EWRT here. So for the title we have request dot. Okay, let's just remove the comment and start writing. First we need to do is request dot body and square brackets. You can write edit. Okay, now let's just request dot query and write to do and let me explain you first. This is prepared statement. In the place of the question mark, this will be replaced. Like from here, the one will the text written by the user in the inside input will come and here, and here the ID will become. So this will make database to update accordingly. Let's just now send response status of 200, and then send something to complete the response request response cycle. Let's just console log the error if error is there, and send response status 500 send. Okay, now let's just try to do same thing. Edit and click on add, refresh. Okay, it's open Google page. Right, 127.0.0.1 and just go for 550. This way, client side. Click on edit, write something, and add. And what is the error? You have an error. So title is this, ID is this. Change minus syntax 91. Update to do the title is this, title is this, ID. I think so. In my database, I don't have small I T, I have capital. So click on edit, title thing, click on add, refresh. Still not logging. Okay. Request.query or to do. So I basically resolved the issue. The issue was that our table name was capital T O D O, and we can also use, we are using prepare statement in the update case. So I used a array type of thing, like you can store in an array. Then you provide this comma, this for first question mark for this, second question mark for this. And also I made sure that I changed the data type for not for the confusion, but for the request or void.query today changed into number, and so that it matches here. Okay, this makes it working. Like when I click on edit and write something and click on add, refresh, you can see it's changed. Okay, so it's changing. You can see the code. Let me just zoom out, zoom in. Okay, try, catch, same thing. Update the title, very good. Okay, the two things that I changed is this number one and this array thing, and the other one is that our table name was capital T O D O. So thank you for watching this video. In this video till now, we will improve this in further videos, the way it behaves, and different functionalities will be also adding. So that's how that we keep learning HTMX and also the different Nodejs MySQL, overall improvement of our coding. Thank you, and if you like this video, please subscribe.